Welcome, everybody, to the Thursday Night Course of Miracles group. I think I'm Chris Green.
Wow.
Well, we're talking about illusions tonight, so
A reasonable
I
facsimile.
may, yeah, I may find out I'm Yogi Bear or something. This is my lovely wife, the Reverend Reja Joy, and we've moved into chapter 30. We are racing towards the end. I believe Thursday, December 7th, we go into Manual for Teachers. Isn't that the one that you're going to have that girl join us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crystal came that one time and she
So,
felt like she just started the course like
yep.
6 months ago, ever, a newbie. So she felt like she wanted to start in January. But then I remembered that we're doing the manual in December. And so I emailed her. We emailed back and forth. And I invited her, if she wanted to. I told her that I started with the manual way back when, before I ever did the text or lesson. I just felt that, yeah, I wanted to read the manual. Yeah. And it was wonderful. It's so easy to read and it's just really wonderful because it was the last thing. She was just so honed by then.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
So we're in chapter 30, the new beginning. We're going to read part 5, The Truth Behind Illusions, paragraphs 49 through 56. If you'd like to read tonight, let me know and I'll write it down.
Okay. Jacob raised her hand and Charles raised his hand. Will, hi, Will. He's trying to get upright. That's rotation would be needed, huh? But I don't know.
Anybody else reading?
Hi, Barbara Ann. Hi, hello, and welcome. I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Reverend Jerry, did you want to read?
Yes, fine. I'll
Yes.
do that.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay. And Janet, did you want to read, hon?
I don't have my book. Are you going to put it up on the screen?
I'll put it up on the screen. Okay. All right. Janet's going to read.
All right.
And I think we got
Good enough.
We got everyone in. Will, I don't know if Will's going to read.
Yeah. When we get.
I wanted to say something. Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Well, when you were talking manual for teachers, I just, what I think that the thing to think about on the manual for teachers is that since it's written in question and answer form, and it's the method by which a teacher would answer pertinent questions of students, it's the perfect book to start on and finish on, as far as I'm concerned. The first time when you read through it, you'll be reading it as the student. The second time at the end of the after you've been through the 365 lessons, then you get to read it as the teacher. And boy, does it ever, to me, that's the power of it. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that.
Oh, that is cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll have to remember that next year. Am I reading this as the teacher or the student?
Okay.
Cool. All right. So at
Will,
this time, would you
I
kill
wanted
that
to ask
fly,
Will.
maybe?
I wanted. Did you kill him?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't know.
Will, did you want to read?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, good.
All right.
All right.
Just let me know when.
Okay, no.
I sure will.
Bye.
All right.
Okay.
At this time, please mute your microphone so that we don't get any background noise. Oh, I didn't kill him.
Oh, good.
Oh, poor
It's a
guy.
fly.
Yeah, watch me hit the fly, miss it,
And
go head
over
over the railing into the
into the. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So that we don't have any background noise, and Joy will lead us, guide us. No, what am I?
A guided relaxation.
Oh, we will have a guided
Guided
relaxation. I thought it wasn't guided. I thought it was. Are you supposed to lead us? Or?
It's okay. You used to say she's going to put us into.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's.
Now I reminded you. You're going
Yeah,
to
put doesn't work. So
put us into it. Okay, well, I'm not going to put anybody into.
So now she's going to put us into a guided meditation.
Okay. All right. So
I
anyway,
said it wrong again.
that's okay. Yeah. See, I started it. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay. Good night. Okay, everyone.
Hypnosis.
close our eyes and bring all that awareness within. And we feel the body begin to relax almost immediately. There's so much that changes just by closing the eyes. We let go of a lot of focus, outside focus, a lot of stimuli, just by closing those eyes. And so we begin to relax. And this relaxation is important to help us to let go of those surface thoughts, thoughts we think over and over again, mindlessly sometimes, huh? But those thoughts are filled with limitation, all kinds of things like judgment, doubt, uh, regret, all kinds of things. We let that go. We're going to let those thoughts go as we relax. We're going to open our minds to our true thoughts, those that we think with the mind of God. There is a connection. We are connected to our source. We can't break that connection. It will never be broken. And so we might bring our awareness to the breath and just watch it. Watch the breath for a few minutes. It's like a wave, right? There's a wave-like activity of the breath. We can always come to the breath as a focal point if we need to during the day. It might help to calm us and center us, bringing our attention to our breath. And now we might inhale, maybe a nice inhalation, just as deep as you want to go, as it feels good. And then as you exhale, just exhale. Make sure it's a little longer than that inhalation. Relax as you exhale. And keep doing that. Inhale. And then exhale longer. Extend that exhalation. Deepen the relaxation as you do this. You might count. It might help you to extend it longer. So if you count and it's 3, if the inhalation is on a count of 3, then you would exhale on the count of 6. Continue with this breath. If you want to, you can purse your lips on the exhalation and let the air go through the pursed lips as if you were blowing out a candle or blowing on something to cool it maybe. And this is a cleansing breath. It's a yogic cleansing breath. So we're doing 2 things. We're lengthening the exhalation and also doing the cleansing breath. Continue. What this does is it actually changes the blood chemistry and it mitigates the effects of stress or cortisol, which is produced by the body when we're in stress. And then just bring your breath back to normal. You might remember this breathing. Maybe when you go to sleep at night and you want to relax your thoughts, you want to relax your body, but also relax your thoughts. You could try this breathing. So now we're very relaxed. We do this, as we said, so that we can get in touch with our true thoughts and so that we can be open to the knowledge of this course. We already know it. And so as we read tonight, it will resonate to what we already know. And so we'll just start with a little guided prayer that focuses on the special topic of the Last Judgment and our lesson. Lesson 317, I follow in the way appointed. Beloved Spirit, we come together now in quietness, joining in the sacred purpose of remembering our truth. Let our hearts be still, that we may hear the voice of God speaking gently of our innocence. Let us release all fear of judgment and welcome instead the last judgment, which is not a punishment, but a loving correction. God's Son is guiltless. Tonight, we choose to follow the way appointed for us, not in burden, but in grace. We do not lead, but gladly follow, knowing that the path is already made clear. It is a path of peace, a way of forgiveness, a return to joy. Holy Spirit, walk with us. Let each word we share be guided, and each silence filled with light. Help us to see our brothers not as bodies, but as the radiant ones of God, already healed, already whole. We surrender this gathering into your hands. Lead us, teach us, and restore to our minds the quiet certainty that we are loved and that we go together in the way appointed for salvation. And so it is. Amen. And so we'll enter our 2 minutes of silence. Our lesson tonight, I follow in the way appointed me. And we'll begin now. I will time us and I'll bring us out. I follow in the way appointed me. When we're ready, we'll open our eyes. That may have been shorter or longer than usual. I forgot to hit start. So I remembered
Man.
somewhere in there and hit start and went for another minute.
I
So
think I might go out on LinkedIn and see if I shouldn't hire a new co-facilitator.
hire a new co-facilitator. You'll never get one like me.
Not yet. Well, no,
Because-
not the salary you're pulling
And-
down.
Yeah, I know.
0.
Yeah. We are all together irreplaceable in the mind of God. Isn't that beautiful? All
That's
of us.
kind of cool.
All of us.
Yeah.
Irreplaceable in the mind of God.
No, I had a few nuns growing up that would have told me different, but
Okay.
all right. We're in
Tina.
oh, hi Athena. Hi Elizabeth.
So good to see you.
Elizabeth, there's Will.
And then
Still
Elizabeth
popping in.
Myers. Yep.
And Will got upright.
And Will is upright. Yeah. He was sideways for a while.
Yay.
Yeah. I don't know how to rotate. Of course, I'm on the computer, so
Yeah.
I don't use the other devices so much.
All right.
Okay, so
We're in chapter 30, the new beginning. We're going to read part 5, the truth behind illusions. That starts with paragraph 49 through 56.
where is?
And
Wait.
what?
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Okay, who's going to read?
Jacob,
Jacob.
can you read
Oh, wait a minute.
paragraph 49? You will attack what does not satisfy.
Sorry, what page?
Wait.
What page
Wait.
is that on?
Hold on. I'm trying to
What, kiddo?
hold on.
What page?
Oh,
Oh,
Sorry,
boy.
I just got in, so
no,
what page
don't
is that
just
on?
well, if you we're not sure
Chapter
what book you have, which is the page, but we're in. If you go to the table of contents, well, I put it on the screen, but it's chapter 30, and it's part 5, right? And it's paragraph 49. So,
Right.
what book do you have, Athena?
The blue one?
Oh, I don't know. Shoot, I didn't look.
Like this one here. Can you see
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, you might need to read it off the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in a different place, and I didn't look it up tonight.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Okay.
Ready, Jacob? Paragraph
Okay.
Paragraph 49.
Okay. You will attack what does not satisfy, and thus you will not see you made it up. You always fight illusions. For the truth behind them is so lovely and so still in loving gentleness. Were you aware of it, you would forget defensiveness entirely and rush to its embrace. The truth could never be attacked, and this you knew when you made idols. They were made that this might be forgotten. You attack but false ideas and never truthful ones. All idols are the false ideas you made to fill the gap you think arose between yourself and what is true. And you attack them for the things you think they represent. What lies beyond them cannot be attacked. I think there's a tremendous amount in here, and I think it's complicated. I mean, I wish I could say I think it's simple, and I get it, but I'm not there, and I'm going to be truthful. You will attack what does not satisfy. I get that, and thus you will not see you made it up. Yeah, you made it up by your perception. You know, I mean, your perception is what you get. What you see is what you get, we used to say in the 60s. You always fight illusions. So what you're fighting isn't really there. And that fits too. For the truth behind them is so lovely and so still in loving gentleness. Were you aware of it? If you would forget defensiveness entirely and rush to its embrace. I understand that. I think the truth behind our delusions and illusions is probably pretty awesome. And it's awesome when I can look through. And the truth could never be attacked. That's a nice thing to hang on to. But it says, and this you knew when you made idols. That would have to be delved into. I knew that the truth could never be attacked when I made an idol. Huh. They were made that this might be forgotten. Oh. Oh, okay. So we want to forget that truth can never be attacked. And so we make an idol. You attack but false ideas and never truthful ones.
5. Perfect.
Interesting. Okay, if anyone else has some things that come up for you, that'd be good to hear. Wait, and all idols are the false ideas you made to fill the gap you think arose between yourself and what is true. That makes sense. If you had a gap between yourself and what is true, I think you would fill it in with idols. We want to make sense of our reality. So I guess we would reach for an idol or two or three. And you attack them for the things you think they represent. But what lies beyond them cannot be attacked, which is probably the truth. What lies beyond idols. So, oh my God, that's a lot in that paragraph. I'm complete.
Cool.
Hold on, Athena, I found where it is in the blue book. If
Oh,
I,
I found it. I found it.
yeah,
Oh,
what,
okay.
page 633?
Yep.
Great. Okay.
Part 4.
Thank you.
All right, hon.
Part 4?
Yeah.
Oh, the renumber. That's right.
Yeah.
Some of it's renumbered. So, all right, Charles, go ahead. You have a share.
Yes, thanks, Chris. To me, it speaks of the original error. We wish something to be different than what is. And as we wish to be something different than what is, then we're never really present with ourselves in the moment of whatever's going on. Like if I'm hurting, I would love it to be different than what is. Instead of being present with the hurt, being present with the sadness, being present with what is, and just being there with it and accepting it and loving it and embracing it. Because we don't feel that, we feel that we're being punished. We're feeling that we're being mistreated. And in so doing, we end up exaggerating various ways of that occurring. Right? And if we could ask, how can I love this as it is now? How can I accept it as now? Then we walk towards truth instead of making idols to find relief from what's bothering us now. An idol would be something other than what I am now can make me feel better. And so we tend to follow that path. But if we trust what's going on, loving what's going on, then that would start to show up are those who can truly be a blessing for both you and them. Because each of us heal each other. We're never healed alone. So when you love yourself, you love the other. So if someone else is hurting, you share that love with them for who they truly are. The original error is basically says, what would it be like to be something other than love? That was the mad idea. We all ended up and didn't laugh at it. We took it serious. We forgot to laugh. And now we end up finding reasons for and justifications for all the hurt that we have so we can hold on to it. And we take it serious. And to me, that's what this paragraph's talking about. If we would rush to its embrace, if we could see that defensiveness is, if we could forget the defensiveness entirely and rush to its embrace, as all our defensiveness is looking for truth than where it is right now here. Anyways, with that, I'm complete.
Cool.
Mhm.
I don't know if that helped or hindered, but
Mhm.
that's what came through to me. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. Mhm.
Reverend Jerry, go ahead. Do you have a share?
I do. This is like it's been mentioned. It's so powerful, and it's so fundamental to the whole course. Rather than looking within, the ego mind, the wrong mind, says it's out there. Another can be found. These don't work. Find something, somebody else. Uh, and then, of course, the subtext is seek, but you'll never find. But it doesn't tell us that. It just says keep looking out there. Don't look within. The only thing that's within would be the horror of your guilt. You don't want to look at that guilt. You don't want to, recognize your betrayal of the God that created you. Don't look at your nasty self. Look out there for others. And they are false idols. How could they in any way be any more useful, uplifting than God itself that's within us? It's a poor imitation that we thought would satisfy us, and we wind up attacking what doesn't satisfy us. Very clearly, it says all idols are false, and you made them to fill the gap. You guys mentioned that, and if it's going to in any way be a subterfuge of the truth, uh, beware. Money, property, prestige, pills. The workbook lesson talks about some of these things. Needles in your arm, they're going to help us, they're going to keep us well. Everything is outside. I think that Yeshua calls it, let's see, the magic. Yeah. If you guys remember, well, who wants magic? That's an illusion. Magicians are illusionists. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Jacob. You ever share?
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, Charles said, trust what's going on, love what's going on. And when I was thinking about some other things that were said, and thinking that it helps in this incarnation to look at things, and not resist them immediately, but to see what message they brought to you. Because if you see it as something that was predetermined almost or designed to come to you for a different perspective or a learning, it's so much better than seeing it as something that you have to deal with and attack or push away or, you know, and I mean deal with, if you see it as of what gem is inside this this appearance of something that's negative for me, I think is really a powerful thing. So um, when Charles said trust what is going on and love what's going on, I think that's pretty much the same thing as seeing almost the silver lining. Like, why did this come to me now? Why is this happening now? And what can I learn from it? And how can it be of benefit to me?
Hmm.
I'm complete.
Cool.
Thank you, Jacob. The other thing is that say we have something happen in our life and we have unbeknownst to, well, it sure does become known to us shortly because we are in a oh, what's it called? We're in a mode of feeling that's overcome us, and you may ask, what's
Dissociation
what's no,
Yeah.
what do you mean dissociation?
from our true selves.
Oh yeah, no. What I'm saying is something else. I'll define it with a particular. Things are happening in my life. When change happens, it shakes the ego up. It shakes my ego up. And when something, when change happens, it and it maybe it's something that you don't necessarily want. And goes to what Charles was saying, because we're not present. We want things to be different. It's what is. However, when it happens, your left brain may start firing all kinds of stuff, and so you get into a mode. You get in to a feeling mode. It can even be a cloud of feeling that it covers up your, definitely covers up your present awareness, right? You're not present anymore. You may be sad. I found myself teary and
Right.
not centered and feeling sad, of course, and feeling like I'm a failure because I'm having all these feelings. But what happened today was, and this comes from, we're moving the Sims office, as we said, and we went and got all the rest of the things from the Sims office to move into our office. And there's other changes too. I have a family member that is fighting a, an illness that came on quite suddenly, my brother, and and a friend who is going through a loss of health. And so that's changes. There's changes to my friend and my brother and my company. And so the thing that helped, though, I got it. There's a silver lining. What helped today was you. We have this. We text each other on text or WhatsApp, and we always, when we leave the house, we always give each other a kiss. And I was so involved in what I was doing on the computer. I think it was the legal thing, because we're talking to the lawyers and everything. And I was so involved, it was quiet. The house was quiet. And I went, oh my God, he left. And did he give me a kiss? So I texted him and said, did you give me a kiss? And he said yes. And I said, because I said I don't remember. But he said he put when you do kiss in the things,
yeah.
it does a red lips kiss. And he said, put your lips here. And I I got that same kiss, and we kissed through the. Now, the reason I mention that is there is a reason. It brought such joy to me. And joy is, the Holy Spirit is the spirit of joy, quote unquote. The Holy Spirit is the spirit of joy. And the message I heard was, these are the moments, holding Gemma, my little Pomeranian, and embracing her and loving her. These are the moments, sending those kisses to one another. Those are the moments. That is what's important.
Right.
And that will lift your spirits, and that will bring you back to reality. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
And driving in traffic is not one of them. That's not one of my moments of joy.
Oh,
But anyway, that was kind of funny because you had me going, yeah, wait, what? Wait, no, yeah,
Did we?
yeah. Oh, no. But then I thought, well, it must not have been very memorable because neither one of us could figure out whether we did
It's
it.
not charging.
Oh, Athena.
Athena, go ahead. You have a share?
Mhm.
Oh,
You okay, honey? Oh, sweetie, we're here for you.
Hmm.
I knew I should have came back here more often. But that's how I feel, a little bit like yourself. But I just woke up one morning and it was like everything was in my head and my spirit was gone.
Hmm.
It felt like I went down a cliff. Not
Oh.
even like, not a cliff, but just over, yeah, I guess a cliff. It was like, what happened? What happened to my spirituality? As you guys know, I'm in AA. It's always, as the Course in Miracles says too, like we'll move forward for that, or what's this for, or whatever. I couldn't even do any of that.
Hmm.
I couldn't even get mad at God, and say, what's this for? Like, what do you want from me? It was like I just kept it to myself. And I didn't know what was wrong. I was so scared, and I still am scared. And I haven't been this so afraid. And I know fear is not real. Like, I know all that, you know, but it's just so powerful. And my friends, you know, my friends are telling me, you know, that's evil, telling you not to be with God, you know, and trust in God. And I don't know how that happened.
Hmm.
It feels really weird. Like, I feel scared.
Hmm.
And my girlfriend's mom passed away, and you should have seen her. The showing was today, and the mass is tomorrow. But you should see how the way she took care of her mom and loved her. She was in every picture with her mother, like. And I think I went back in time, and I went, God, did I ever take my mother out for dinner? Like, you know, I took her to a club somewhere I liked. You know what I mean? The entertainment there. It's like didn't spend any time with my mom alone. I didn't say I appreciate you. I didn't do any of that. And I think that's what got to me too, was she was just so focused on her mother. I miss my mother.
Hmm.
I don't, you know, I don't have any resentments towards her from the past or anything like that. I've done a fourth step on her, and I don't know if you guys know, but I know there's somebody in here that knows about AA, and I have no, like, I don't have any resentments towards her at all. But now it's guilt for what I didn't do, you know. And I don't know where that came. I guess it comes after so many years of sobriety, and being with you guys. You guys are so loving. It makes me. I want to be like that. I want to go
Oh, you
back to.
are. You are. Oh, Athena, I wish I could hug you. You
Yeah.
are love. You
Yeah.
are. You're pure love.
Yeah.
You just got to see it.
And
You are love.
my mom
We see it.
is right there. She's right there. And my dad too. When we go into meditation, they are right there. And I, and there's so much love for us from them. She doesn't want you to cry. She wants you to feel her love
Yeah.
because there is no death.
She
You
wants
can
you to
feel
come.
her love
She wants
because
you to come home.
yeah. Oh, I got
And,
chills.
I like to think that we are the loving spirit that is watching a mind and body torture itself.
Yeah.
Just, Athena, go out just for a second and be that loving soul that you are, that we see, don't we, guys?
Yeah.
We see it. We want you to see it. And you're watching, and it's watching and really loving you. You are love. And just watching this mind body tear itself apart.
Or
But
seemingly.
you are loving divine consciousness. You know you exist, and that is loving divine consciousness. You exist. You're here watching all of this play.
Cool.
Divine loving consciousness. And I really wish I could hug you.
Yeah.
I wish my mind and body would hug your mind and body because our consciousness is already united, all of us. We're all
Minds are
one.
joined. Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
all one.
And your sadness is bringing us to our hearts.
Exactly.
You're,
Oh
you're
my
a
God.
beautiful, in your sadness, you're healing.
Yeah.
And it's really a treasure.
And I'm thinking,
And
aren't we glad you opened up?
to
Yeah.
feel is a
Really glad you
treasure.
opened up to us, right, Charles?
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
That is brave. It's honest. It's humble. You know?
Yeah. And when I heard about the ostriches, I kept on. I guess you guys heard about the ostriches in Canada, right?
No, what happened?
Oh, they killed 400 of them because they apparently had some flu, and of course we all blame it on the pharma, and that broke my heart.
Oh, bless your heart. Wow.
Wow. Jeez.
They're trying to kill, the farms and the animals and all that stuff. So it's kind of scary where this world is going to. But those beautiful creatures.
Oh.
Wow.
So I would get angry.
Mhm.
I think that was part of it too. There's reading it was a lot of anger instead of feeling, feeling for those ostriches and loving them, in their being the way they are. I was like so focused on hatred for the people that did it.
Hmm.
You can imagine the souls of those ostriches just rising up, just everything is fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the way we perceive it. You could see them that nothing real can be threatened, and nothing real about those ostriches can be threatened. Just like we have bodies that will lay down, but we go on, and I think life goes on.
Cool.
We gotta look at it behind the illusion, right? Like what
And
our
maybe
reading is tonight.
Yep.
I was just going to say maybe our reading tonight will give us some clues.
Yeah.
Yep.
Athena, maybe we should just march m- um march on.
Okay, I think so. Okay, I think,
All right.
and
Okay.
I want to welcome Paula.
Hey,
Hi,
Paula.
Paula.
Yay!
Yay! And look who's here, Reverend Jerry and Athena.
I feel like romper room here.
Right.
Okay, paragraph 50. Charles, can you read for us? It starts with the wearying, dissatisfying gods you made. Whoa.
Thank you for clearing up that word for me.
Yeah,
The
really.
wearying, dissatisfying gods,
Mhm.
with a small g, you made are blown up children's toys.
Mhm.
A child is frightened when a wooden head springs up as a closed box is opened suddenly, or when a soft and silent woolly bear begins to squeak as he takes hold of it. The rules he made for boxes and for bears have failed him and have broken his control, quote and unquote, of what surrounds him. And he is afraid because he thought the rules protected him. Now must he learn the boxes and the bears did not deceive him, broke no rules, nor mean his world is made chaotic and unsafe. He was mistaken. He misunderstood that what made him safe and thought it had left.
Make him made safe.
Oh, that's the surprises in our life, isn't it? That things don't happen the way we expect them to. And our safety is based upon our expectations of how things should be instead of how things are. Um, that's part of living in the dream and the nightmare. We might say that rules are broken all the time, and they cause us a lot of sadness because they're broken and makes the world feels unsafe and chaotic. So I appreciate this paragraph because it really speaks to us as children who would love to see a world a certain way, but and we feel our safety should be a certain way. But our safety is being here now in the presence instead of in our imagined fantasies of how terrible things are outside everywhere.
Hmm.
They're acting against our loving interest of what we feel love should be and sending love and light to everyone. For me, that's my function as a course student is to really see the love and light that they are forgetting and acting out of ignorance and unloving, unkind things. That I would surround them with God's love, knowing that His love is which I love them with. I can't love them with my love. I don't like them. I don't like what they do. But with God's love, that's where forgiveness comes. So I send them God's love. I bless them with God's love. And I bless myself with God's love. So my sadness is included with their sadness, because they act out of their anger. I act out of my anger, and things get chaotic and unsafe everywhere. Only God's love heals. Anyways, thank you. I'm complete.
Thanks, Charles.
Another one too. I don't know what.
Richard?
Reverend Jerry, go ahead. Do you have a share?
Briefly, just want to talk about level confusion. I think this whole section is really highlighting what level confusion and the making the error real costs us. When I have a veil of forgetfulness that passes over me and my mind and my eyes, I forget that I made all this up and it's my dream and I'm the dreamer. When I start to wake up, I remember that God within me is the only truth, and I'm one with God, never separate. And I'm returned to the correct level of understanding, which would be Christ. That's always the solution. One error, and that's level confusion. One solution, Christ or Holy Spirit. And that's within. It is not without outside of me. And I wanted to say, with all due regards to our colleague Barbara, in the ministry, this is not negative. What I want to say, they made a mistake, oftentimes in religion, and the disciples themselves thought that the reality was what they saw outside, including God, which was way outside, way up there. And we're so distant and separate. And, that's a fool's errand. It just could never be traversed. I can't get that far that religion wants to tell me. And so I try and bring God into my heart. And this course tells me that God is not going to come into my dream, and because God is not insane. And I think I'm really in this dream. And all the figures in the dream, including Jerry, it's really happening. So this has always been my comfort, knowing I made a mistake. Thank you, Yeshua, for showing me that the dream is just a dream. And the answer is I'm going to wake up and I'm going to remember. And as I remember, all minds remember because we're all, joined in Christ. So that's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks,
And my
Jerry.
love to Athena. I'm a 12-stepper too, so I know what you're talking about. And it's so beautiful to have this, Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
thought it was you, but I wasn't too sure, Jerry. Thank you. Yeah, and I do have that green book that you just put up. When I was doing a lot of cleaning and whatever, I found that book. So I think
Okay.
a while back somebody said, "Do you have the green book?" And I went, "I don't know," and I do. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the one
The one
that
with the
Jerry just
pearls?
put up, right?
The one with
The
the
one that
pearls?
Jerry just put up.
It has pearls? It's
Yep.
black with pearls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Great.
Oh,
Excellent.
black. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Reverend Jerry, you're not done. You have to read paragraph 51.
And let me
Oh,
get
happy to do so.
Yeah, it
I'm
starts with
sure
the gap that is not there.
I'm sure a lot of you may remember the Everly Brothers. They had a big hit, Dream,
Yeah.
Dream,
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 Dream.
dream, dream.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. The
Sure
gap
glad you
that is,
didn't sing the whole song.
oh, come on now.
Oh.
Hey,
We're
Hey,
all
I'm
you,
sure
thankful.
that's
welcome
that's
back. Welcome back. Welcome back,
Dream.
Carter. Yeah, well, that's another one. Welcome back.
When something or other. I don't even
Yeah,
know the lyrics really.
yeah,
The gap
I
that
don't
is
either.
not there. Well, the gap that is not there is filled with toys in countless forms, and each one seems to break the rules you set for it. It never was the thing you thought. It must appear to break your rules for safety, since the rules were wrong. But you are not endangered. You can laugh at popping heads and squeaking toys, and as does the child who learns they are no threat to him. Yet while he likes to play with them, he still perceives them as obeying rules he made for his enjoyment. So there still are rules which they can seem to break and frighten him. Yet is he at the mercy of his toys? And can they represent a threat to him? So this is interesting. Many of you know that I studied a lot with Ken Wapnick, and he had a nice visual. Just as a kid, think about having a grab bag, and I can reach into my grab bag of goodies and scary stuff and make up all kinds of stories about it. And then I forgot that I made up the whole grab bag and all the contents of the grab bag. They aren't real. God didn't make them. And that is the acid test. If God didn't create it, I did. I made it. And I can reach in when I'm in my wrong mind and grab something sorrowful or grab something that's uplifting for my wrong mind and get me excited, like my addictions. They're all in that grab bag. Or I can say, okay, I'm willing to let go of the whole damn grab bag with all of the funky stuff because I've gotten older. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not a youngster. I put away the toys that used to uplift me and excite me and make me scared and all that stuff. So, Yeshua is saying, come on, you're older now. You don't need the toys. Come play in our big boy, big girl play sandbox. That's it.
Thank you. Okay. Anyone else?
Hey,
Ah,
Jude.
Jude, you were absent last week. We missed you.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Hey,
Yeah, I've been missing. I've been going to AA meetings. There's a bunch of newbies that keep asking me to come. So,
Oh,
uh,
good. Great.
yeah, it's really wonderful.
Great.
But I love the first line that says the gap that is not there is filled with choice in countless forms. That forms are that perception is deception, and that we perceive different forms, and then we give the meaning to whatever
hmm
the form is. And that's our interpretation of reality. And this is our protest against what is our true reality, which is formless and limitless and boundless, infinite and eternal. And so it's our protest. And I like to remember that because that's when I get serious about judging things and interpreting things, I remember to recognize that's all distortion and interpretation, and it's not real. And that by judging it and interpreting it and then letting it affect me by being afraid or being angry, that I'm doing that to myself. That's the baloney grinder. That's the ego misery maker, and that I needn't be um, affected by anything in the world. That everything is equal, because if everything is equal and the same, what happens to perception? You merely are in a state of equanimity, of peace and non-judgment. And that's what I think of as being Christ's vision, that I can, laugh at what appears or seems to be very serious in the world. And because it it's the idea that the images that the world engenders um, is what causes causes fear to arise, and that the world will engender fear if we look at it as if it's real. So it's good to hear the laughter, and welcome back, Reverend Jerry. I missed you. Thank you. I'm complete.
Thanks, Jude. Oh, where'd you go?
No,
Oh,
yeah,
there we are. Oh, look,
That's all right.
we're blinking and blinking here.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, JK, you've got a share?
Oh, quickly, yeah. Yeah, talking about perception and what pops up in the world, I remembered something I memorized from the course, and it isn't as straightforward as it might seem, so it takes some thinking, but here it is. I am responsible for what I see. I choose the feelings I experience, and I decide on the goal I would achieve. And everything that happens to me, I ask for and receive as I have asked. Pretty darn deep. I'm responsible for what I see. I choose the feelings I experience, and I decide on the goal I would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for and receive as I have asked. Very hard to take that type of that level of responsibility. It's hard because we want to be on the receiving end. We don't want to be causal. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yep.
And when we get past the shock and the harshness of the phrase, it will be a benefit to us if we can grasp that inner jewel that's in there. But the outside is a little bit rough. I'm complete.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Where did you read that from?
Oh, God knows. No, Joy, you can do
It's in the
she's on it.
course.
You can do a search.
It's the responsibility for sight. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the course.
Responsibility for sight.
Somewhere.
Mhm.
But she's right. God knows.
But also the things that pop up, like I said before, you can say, this is for my learning. It could be horrible, but you have to, you can't just swallow what comes in, and you can't just accept what this mind and body comes up with. Oh my God. We've got to take agency and say, why is this happening? What can I learn from it? Be a little selfish, like, hey, be the star of the show. Da, 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 da. Who's going to be the star? I'm the star. This whole reality that I'm seeing is producing stuff, real crappy stuff, for my benefit because I need to learn it, obviously. Yeah?
Yeah.
It seems like a theory that could really be helpful. Even if it's BS, it could be helpful. So I'm going to stick with it. Okay, I'm going to go.
Okay, there's two things in the chat. One is the Everly Brothers link to Dream, 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 and the lyric. So it's in the chat. And also, I asked AI where the concept of responsibility for sight is, where it appears in the course. It's in chapter 20. It says, now this might be wrong. Chapter 21, is it right?
I'm trying to find
I
it.
think it might be wrong. AI is not always right. And part 2, it says
Forget the world.
that
Sightless.
never forget. No, that's not it. Responsibility for sight. Never
Oh,
mind.
thanks.
Huh?
Oh, that's not it.
No.
We'll find it.
Yeah,
But
it's
didn't Jude, didn't you have something to share?
yeah, it does.
Yeah, I just wanted to back up what you were saying, Jake, about perception is a choice and how limited and fragmented our sensual perceptions are. I always make the analogy to being a bumblebee and how different animals have different types and levels of perceptions. Like dogs have much more acute hearing than we do, and in order to serve the purpose of the instrument, and that we're a perceptual instrument, but we are also very limited by our instrument of perception, that we can't see infrared light, that we can only hear within certain parameters, we can only see so far. But that perception is a choice, and that if we want to see it, we look to see it first, that we are the projector, that it's not out there and that we're seeing it because it's out there. We're looking to see it. Because when you do Christ's vision, there's so much stuff that I don't see anymore. It's really amazing. You look to see only love, you see only love, you see only kindness, you see smiling, happy people. And it's, if you don't, it's like seeing only what God would have me see. I say that every day. I only see what you would have me see. And it's always seeing the goodness and the beauty in things. It's a totally different way of seeing. Absolutely. So here's to that. Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah.
Let's see, where are we?
Where are we?
Where are we? Paragraph 52. Right? Yeah, paragraph
Yeah.
52. Janet, can you read for
Let
us?
me get this.
We'll put it up on the screen.
Let me get this. It's situated.
Paragraph 52.
Okay.
Reality observes the laws of God.
But you got the mute's still on. Oh, there you go.
Reality observes the laws of God and not the laws you set. It is His laws which govern your safety. All illusions that you believe about yourself obey no laws. They seem to dance a little while according to the rules you set for them, but then they fall and cannot rise again. They are but toys, my children. Do not grieve for them. Their dancing never brought you joy, but neither were they things to frighten you or make you safe if they observed your rules. They must neither cherish nor attack, but merely look upon as children's toys without a single meaning of their own. See one in them, and you will see them all. See none in them, and they will not touch you. I really don't, there's a lot in here, but I really don't have anything to add to it myself.
Okay. All right. Charles, go ahead.
There's an old rule, and I'm using that word rule in a ways. You set a rule, they will break it. Rules are made to be broken. Rules are made to be challenged. Courts are full of rules that are challenged every day and changed every day and constantly on change and flux. But laws like gravity, laws of light, all those are laws and unchangeable in any way. Sure, we can light a rocket and all of a sudden we can get beyond gravity and lift off, but it doesn't change gravity. It doesn't change the law. Laws will never change, but we've set rules of how things should be. And those rules will always be broken. And that's what I feel he's talking about in this paragraph. If we could see the difference between rules and laws, we'd be much further ahead in knowing about God's love rather than man's rightness of what man thinks is right and wrong, good or bad. These are all established by rules. God's love is established by love, by law, and law are unbroken. They can never be broken. And that's why God's love is always sure and always certain, because it's a law. It's the law of love. It's the law of one. It's a law of beauty. It's a law of kindness. And they never get broken when done with God's love. But with our own love, with what we set forth rules with, they'll always be broken, whether it be family, children, dogs, pets, animals. We have love for animals and pets, But they get diseases, they get hurt, they get run over in traffic, and people break rules. They break our hearts, constantly break our hearts. Because they're rules we set up of how life should be. And God says life is never lost. Nothing's ever taken. Everyone is experiencing a great sadness.
Hmm.
And the sadness, they want things to be happy for everyone. But until we get down to our sadness and find God's mercy and love and forgiveness for what we thought we did that never occurred, then joy rises out of the sadness. And God loves emanates from us to everyone. So this paragraph speaks a lot about rules and laws and distinguishing between the two. And, sadness brings joy. Great sadness brings great joy.
Mm.
And that's never produced by rules. That's produced by experiencing. And experience brings God's love, not rules. Churches are full of rules. You want rules? Go to church. Anyways, I'm complete. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I can resonate with that one.
Mhm.
Reverend Jerry, go ahead.
Yes, good stuff. Thank you. Uh, I was thinking of my operating principle. I've decided, and this is the rule that I set, and I forgot I said it when I was supposedly born here, that I will be hurt. You and you and you and everything and everybody out there will hurt me ultimately. And I didn't do anything to deserve it. I just am sort of a victim. What the hell? That's my operating principle. And I'll be damned, everybody aligns behind that. They say, you know what, Jerry? I'm going to hurt you. I'll leave you. I'll abandon you. I'm going to, do something that's going to hurt you. And of course, Yeshua says in the course, that idea began in my mind. And so everybody is acting it out consistent with my thinking, wrong mind, wrong thinking. If I make the willing decision to change my mind, everybody starts acting in accordance with my good thinking. Nobody hurts me. Everybody wants to support me as they want to support themselves. I went to a coffee shop this morning for breakfast and I sat at the counter. We all sit on stools at the counter. So I was chatting with the fellow next to me briefly, and then I went to pay. And he says, "Hey, give me your check. I'm going to pay your check for you today."
Oh,
I'll tell you what, it was, it was, breakfast is not cheap anymore. It was $20 for a stinking
wow.
bagel and coffee and an egg. But what the heck? He paid for it. I said, "Thank you so much. This must be working." I didn't say this to him. I said, this stuff is working. I don't have such a negative operating principle. That's great. Thank you. He paid
Wow.
my check. Now I think I got to pay it forward, right?
Yep.
I think
Why not?
that's the rule.
I'm going to send you my hydro bill.
Yeah, there we go.
I got $1,000 credit on mine.
Woo!
It's amazing how that works.
Jude, go ahead. You have a share?
Yeah, I just want to for my own benefit, I'm sure you guys know all this, but that reality observes the laws of God and not the rules we set. And we're talking a lot about form and perception of form, and it's not the form that we think we're interpreting the meaning of the form, but it's not the form in and of itself. It's the idea that it represents something separate from and different from something else. So you are separate and different from me. The chair is different from me, the table, the tree. The perception of the form is something different and separate. And it's the idea that we're doing this separation thing through the perception of form when everything is one. And so not to lose sight of the laws of God, which have no time or no space, that we aren't limited by any of the laws of the world at all, of time or space, that I can love you, irregardless of the fact that you're even unaware of it, but that you are experiencing that love, whether you know it or not. But when you know yourself as Christ consciousness, you will know that everybody that's loving everybody is the same love, and it's one love, and it's all yours. And that's when it really, the dawning of the cosmic consciousness is what we're trying to do, this celestial speed up, this awareness that we are all truly one and not separate little itty bitty things. And the line that says we must need, they forms, they must be neither cherished nor attacked, that not to invest, you know, our our thinking in happy forms or the dream as it makes us happy, because that's how we are. The ego becomes a authority problem, that I want to control what's happening in my world, and you serve or play the role according to my rules. That's the ego's authority problem. And that's why people become sad or unhappy or angry, or Jude does, anyways.
Um,
I'm not going to point any fingers. I'm complete.
maybe we could
Thanks,
just
kiddo.
end with that, do you think?
Um,
'Cause you've been
is it
waiting-
a big
waiting.
paragraph, a little
Oh,
paragraph?
no.
Pretty good size.
We're out of time, but we want to get everyone the chance to read. Did you want to read, Will? But
You're up for
Uh,
paragraph 53.
what's that? Oh,
Okay, I think I'm unmuted now. It's
yeah.
before. Well, why don't we do this since we're out of time
Yeah.
and we're at 53? Can I just briefly read through the rest of or do we not want to do that? Because I could read all three paragraphs and we'd at least have completed this
I
section.
think that's a great idea.
Is everybody okay with that? I'll just take off.
All right,
Yeah,
go
everybody?
for it.
Okay.
Appearances deceive. Is that where I should begin?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Appearances deceive because they are appearances and not reality. Dwell not on them in any form. They but obscure reality, and they bring fear because they hide the truth. Do not attack what you have made to let you be deceived, for thus you prove that you have been deceived. Attack has power to make illusions real, yet what it makes is nothing. Who could be made fearful by a power that can have no real effects at all? What could it be but an illusion? What could it be but an illusion, making things appear like to itself? Look calmly at its toys and understand that they are idols, which but dance to vain desires. Give them not your worship, for they are not there. Yet this is equally forgotten in attack. God's Son needs no defense against his dreams. His idols do not threaten him at all. His one mistake is that he thinks them real. What can the power of illusions do? 54. Appearances can but deceive the mind that wants to be deceived. And you can make a simple choice that will forever place you far beyond deception. You need not concern yourself with how this will be done, for this you cannot understand. But you will understand that mighty changes have been quickly brought about when you decide one very simple thing. You do not want whatever you believe an idol gives. You do not want whatever you believe an idol gives. For thus the Son of God declares that he is free of idols. And thus is he free. 55. Salvation is a paradox indeed. What could it be except a happy dream? It asks you, but that you forgive all things that no one ever did, to overlook what is not there, and not to look upon the unreal as reality. You are but asked to let your will be done and seek no longer for the things you do not want. And you are asked to let yourself be free of all the dreams of what you never were, and seek no more to substitute the strength of idle wishes for the will of God. And the last paragraph, 56. Here does the dream of separation start to fade and disappear. For here the gap that is not there begins to be perceived without the toys of terror that you made. No more than this is asked. Let me read that again. Here does the dream of separation start to fade and disappear. For here the gap that is not there begins to be perceived without the toys of terror that you made. No more than this is asked. Be glad indeed, salvation asks so little, not so much. It asks for nothing in reality, and even in illusions, it but asks forgiveness be the substitute for fear. Such is the only rule for happy dreams. That forgiveness be the substitute for fear. Such is the only rule for happy dreams. The gap is emptied of the toys of fear, and then its unreality is plain. Dreams are for nothing, and the Son of God can have no need of them. They offer him no single thing that he could ever want. He is delivered from illusions by his will, and but restored to what he is. What could God's plan for the salvation be, except a means to give him to himself?
Wow.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Will.
Will.
That was perfect. I really enjoyed that.
That was cool.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thanks, Will. That's great.
It was awesome.
Could someone
very
tell me on this, how do you raise your hand? I don't understand that.
Oh.
Like this?
Oh, there's a-
I was
there's
just kidding.
somewhere in the
Yeah, that's it.
You could do that. Yeah. Hey, could do that.
Okay,
Somewhere
I'll
in the-
find. I thought someone could just tell me easy, but I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, it
Thank you
depends
all
on
so much. It was nice being part of this study group. Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, bless your
Yeah.
heart. Thank you.
It's on your toolbar. It should be if you can
It's what-
show your toolbar.
depends what device you have, and you could Google it, and you could say, I'm on an iPad and I'm in Zoom. How do I raise my hand? Or I'm on my iPhone, or I'm on an Android phone, and you can, Google it and say, how do I raise? Where is it? And it'll tell you exactly where it is.
Okay, thank you.
Mine's under a thing that says reactions.
Reactions?
And everyone is probably different, but mine is along the bottom where it says reactions, and I click on it, and I've got
Yeah, mine
choices.
too. Yeah, me
Hard,
too.
crying,
raise-
laughing so hard I'm crying, that kind of thing.
And you see raise hand. Is that where
And
you
raise
see
hand.
Okay.
I see
Yeah.
raised. Yeah, we see.
And
Look at that. Well,
I found it in the reactions.
Oh, will wonders ever cease? All right, thanks everybody. Thank you all for coming tonight. What a great group we have. Oh my God, we have thumbs going everywhere. Oh my God. Jeez. Thumbs. Don't take my thumb. Oh, you took my thumb. All right.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna close. Joy's gonna bring us around here.
Okay, yeah, everybody just we'll close our eyes and we'll join one another. We'll imagine that we're holding hands, and we feel that connection in the unity, the communion that we share, that one self that we share with each other in our source. And we feel it now. And we chose to be here with one another. There are no accents. And we're blessed. We bless one another. And so we close with this prayer. And the prayer is called, Let Me See as You See. Father, tonight we have come together to lift the veil of illusion and to remember the truth that lies forever untouched beneath. We have listened to the Holy Spirit's gentle call to see not with the eyes of judgment, but with the vision of Christ. We have been reminded that truth and illusion cannot coexist, and that only truth is real. Where once we saw conflict, now we see peace. Where once we clung to fear, may we now rest in love. And where once we looked for guilt in others, may we now see innocence shining back at us. Holy Spirit, let us carry this light with us now, not as something we must protect, but as something we give away to keep. Let us walk forward in forgiveness, seeing past every illusion and recognizing the truth in every brother. He is as God created him. May we remember this day that illusions will fade and disappear, but truth will remain to bless us and guide us home. We go in gratitude, in quiet certainty, and in the joy of the truth that cannot be undone. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
So it is. Thank you.
Amen.
Love you all.
Love you all.
Love you
that was
all.
nice.
Thank
I
you.
like-
That was perfect.
Oh, that is
That was
cool.
beautiful.
All right, everybody. Have a good
Bye,
weekend.
Next week.
All right, we'll see you next
See you
week.
next week.
Beautiful.
All right.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks.